First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway? I got it!
That scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper... See? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
It's all coming together! I got it! Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
I knew it! There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie.
Killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
I see!
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How right. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that. Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood!
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
That means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko's mortal wound. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye! Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? It's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest. You're saying the blood on Ibuki? Huh, impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood. You can't step on blood that was never there. See you next night. You're saying the blood on Ibuki? Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away after.
Don't say such foolish things! You don't have proof of that at all!
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but
was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Kyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Yoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think we have to lose that.
Aside from Nikolai, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
He was running inside the music venue, so it's a good Nissan's autopsy.
Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? So it's decided. Yoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a second. There's something I want to run by Monaco first.
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You think about it. A suicide means you killed the most important. Unfortunately, that means there's no blanket to punish, but
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Kyoko's dead. I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Kyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Kyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
If she was going to fake her death, she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
See? So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki did commit suicide, just what was that video Hajime saw? According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the step ladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it out loud.
On the bright side, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
radio contact
What did you see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the bottle of the music video. So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement.
And since we established that Kyoko was victorious, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Connie, right? And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Everyone at the motel is doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
No, that's wrong.
Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Nikon and I both have alibis.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that video, Nikon and I were actually together for a moment.
여전히 널 사랑하지만 내게는 너무나 소중하지만 누구도 네
It's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
그냥 조용히 날아나줘
We went to the hospital together. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
So you two definitely had an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi was baffled into everyone's stuff.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Taking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process. Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
What you say that
There was another reason.
pull the trigger now I'm not
I feel
young
really
Take it
bad
slow
for
boy
accusing
I'm
you guys so
gonna kill
much.
it all
That's how I feel.
집중해 이제 판이
I
바뀐
think the killer had
paradise
a
그만
completely
잡히
different
say it to me You can choose to do or die Trying to taste your juice Now you're stuck, no choice, no use Then she can survive the night You're done too She got that breeze Body moving with a hiss Love the way you're saying please 그렇게 피로 물린 kiss Yeah, I got that wrist Every step I take the mess Got you falling that dice 그렇게 피로 물린 kiss Watch you slay that Tyson, I'm just vibing 그저 멋대로 입을 닦아 일상처럼 cause I just say it up
너의 gossip 끊임 없이 I'm the topic 마음 가는 대로 look how we go
Like a prayer run away that's a play that's a thrill it's a prove 들리는 거 다 처음 있어 난 이제 모아도 smooth yeah denied what you feel 매번 불붙이는 feels Oh, you stopped again Go ahead, take the fall a hell of it Yeah, got that wrist Body moving with a hiss Love the way you're saying please
Hey, catch my heart, catch my heart, baby, catch my heart.
Suddenly got quiet in here.
Baby.
Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
This again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the invitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever! Because I didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? It's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually killed by animals, right? Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duty. Maybe they just used a common substitute. Because it was too difficult to imitate animals. Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes us feel and continue. If glorifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't. It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details. Like what?
For example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say!
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. She wanna dance on fire. Everything cat is fire. Oh, I see what you're saying. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire.
Why did Hyoko
Everything big is fire.
go to the music
She wanna
venue?
dance on fire. Everything gas is fire. Going too close to.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
Give me that gasoline. Give me that
That's
make me
not
feel. Give me that make me
Maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree with that. It's just as Sonya said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
Exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the disparity.
You wanna dance on fire, yeah. Everything gas is fire. Don't stand
The
too
person
close,
like that
too
would leave their
close,
room
too
just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Kyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out. If she was forced to take it from the room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it. The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Kyoko was abducted. Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? And something like that.
Too close, too far.
I won't lose. Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Don't stand too close.
Kyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her! The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down!
Kyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her! The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her. Kyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or the killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down!
Please say my name. No, I didn't gotta so just say
Hyoko's room was locked. She was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all metal. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
Allow me to cut through those words!
Can I kiss you? Can I hug you?
The reason Hyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly
Would you
wear
kiss
it.
me? Would you hug me? 허락을 구할게.
It's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Kyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room.
So just say away.
That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it. Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her lick your feet. Or better yet, make her do a little something.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing.
Gundam, please stop! way!
For my sake.
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Don't hit back on the gun.
Coincidence? When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the handbag over her head, and without hesitation.
I'm not afraid.
Killed Hiyoko.
What can I go now and go for down, down,
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder scene.
Which means that the low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
This is the most important part.
Nagito, any ideas?
How long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death, tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember, there was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
날 있었던 내 몸은 널 아는 순간 잭쉐이 양거리 너 다른 사람처럼 손끝에 쉽게 녹지 Tell me what you want 원하면 내 사랑은 어제 얼마든 prove it 100번 아니더 전부 너도 replay girl 달콤했던 밤을 지나 널 보내 다시 멀어지는 너를 따라 스며들어 crazy 반복되는 시차 속에 난 깨달아 아스테건 밤이 됐건 의심 없이 I love you Ain't no doubt 넌 나게라 No worries 난 괜찮아 널 원해 괴롭지만 날 태워 증명해 baby no doubt No exile
I can prove it with this. Use the stepladder to hammer stuff. It's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Do you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
Catch my heart, catch my heart, baby. Catch my heart, catch my heart, baby. Didn't you say you saw that video of the cookie wearing the stepladder? I think there's no doubt that she really did cry.
Something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
But that's something only Hajime will know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
Something strange about that video. What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Yoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. The stepladder in the video is completely bloodless.
There's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music video.
And one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
You're suggesting the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
What you say, bones on the way, burning in your heart, put no lies, I'ma give it to you straight. Give me energy, energy. What you say, bones in the way. It doesn't even matter as long as we keep turning it up. We finna turn it up. Mona Lisa, Lisa, got me poppy chulo mamacita, mixing you up like I'm serving margaritas. Muy fancy bonita chica 이뤄줄게 원했던 모든 거 구름이로 올라가 take you go Baby you so fine want to do myself fine I don't want nobody else Float away so high up in the clouds We're in the cloud now Tryna be your one and only coming So call me Whenever you're feeling lonely 가까이 turn to fiesta 내겨봐 when the caress your body Move to the rhythm Move your feet to the rhythm Give me energy, energy What you say, bombs in the way Burning in your heart 붙잡아달려 난 No lies, I'ma give it to you straight Give me energy, energy What you say, bombs in the way It doesn't even matter as long as we keep turning What you say? Bombs in a way. Burning in your heart. 곧 잡아달려 난. No lies. Gonna give it to you straight. Give me energy, energy. What you say? Bombs in a way. It doesn't even matter as long as we keep turning it up.
Yeah. It's take number 6. Ready, camera. Everybody, Hollywood action.
Let's get money. Let's get famous. You hear that? Everybody, Hollywood action. Screaming like a thriller. It's a money night. Stepping in stiller. Everybody, Hollywood action.
Nice to meet you 날리고 입장한 대로만 I am H.I.M. 네가 아는 게
순식간 바뀌지 프레임이 확인해 크레딧 툭 치면 애들 와.
That's right.
Pop
Besides the
battle around
stepladder,
the
the filming
city.
location must have been different too.
Chilling, y'all chilling.
Trolls, come and give it to me now.
What do you mean?
Swing that boy, baby, give it to me now.
I mean, the video I saw was nuts. It was
The hospital must be. There's a bomb.
Everybody, Hollywood action. You hear that? Everybody, Hollywood action. Screaming like a thriller. If someone did not stepping in sizzler. Everybody, Hollywood. Wait a minute. You got that killer star. 다시 터지는 이 장면. 흐려진 초점 속 우리들 focus on.
You guys nervous now?
I don't know yet.
You guys faking now?
Know what you saying? 본격 있는 왜 카페 대신 멈춰가면 can't do anything.
Hey, hot drops, come and give it to me now. Swing that vibe, baby, give it to me now.
난 호기심을 함께보다 없이 eating 한 번에 움찔 왜 이제 어쩔래.
Everybody, Hollywood action. You hear that? Everybody, Hollywood action. Screaming like a thriller. It's a Monday night. Stepping in stiller. Everybody, Hollywood action. Like a piano.
Tastes like a strong bass.
It's all coming together! That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed.
Then only the monitor was...
Yes, at least when I first... But when Hyoko's body appeared,
That means you should have realized.
He did discover the body.
Well, that's true, but... In order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remain... I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was... My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue...
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the survey...
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
I got it! It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? The conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Or they might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
That must be it! What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
I can prove it with this! You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
I see! The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made it... There's only one possibility I can think. Then naturally, the killer's identity will reveal...
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying...
You're the only one! Nikon, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the
Killer? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact,